Hey folks, it's Nick and Mitch.
Hi.
We've just come back from seeing Night and Day, the new Tom Cruise flick with...
Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz flick.
Cameron Diaz.
Don't forget the hot blonde with the pretty blue eyes.
Yeah, and Peter Sarsgaard acting as the bad guy in the movie. And the kid who played the Brainiac, which I can't remember where I've seen him before.
I've seen him before, but I can't... Him and the villain, we've both seen him before, I just can't place him.
Yeah, well, we'll have them linked and under the Voldy like usual as part of the IMDb finds for the cast and crew. All of the cast and crew will be listed.
And if we actually decide to use the YouTube annotation service, it'll be up here and down here. Up here and down here. Right there. IMDb right here.
Okay, he's nuts, folks. The movie itself is better than what...
No, he has to actually start using it.
He's being a wise ass. I don't like the annotation service much, so I decided not to use it. Although I may take some time eventually and go back and link all my videos together. We've just come back to seeing Night and Day, as I was saying. Watching Michelle suspiciously. Anyways, the movie itself is better than what critics are letting on to believe. In fact, the movie itself has a very good storyline in the sense that it's a basic storyline. They don't say anything about it in the trailers and they don't allude to anything, but it's about the invention of a battery that has enough power that it can revolutionize the world. Of course, you have your bad guys that are after it, and some good guys that are looking at it in a skewed way, making their lives living hell.
Well, it's not actually a battery, it's a perpetual power source. It's the size of a D-cell battery.
Yeah, it's a battery.
You know,
well, a battery itself should be defined more like something that can store energy, but not
this thing
perpetually.
produces it.
Yeah.
And it has enough power to run a very large submarine or a small city indefinitely.
Yeah. So, anyways, to come back to the actual movie, they filmed in Austria, specifically in Salzburg. They filmed in Spain, but they didn't mention the city itself. They filmed in Massachusetts, and they spent money on a very good movie, actually. The CGI effects were well done. The action and the stunts done in this particular movie were not mind-blowing, but they were above par of what you get to see in most movies nowadays.
And I'm curious if Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz actually did some of their own stunts.
I think so.
Not all of them.
No,
but some of them they did do themselves.
I know Cameron Diaz did her own car stunts for some of the shots. But not all of them, of course.
It's always nice to see when an actor or actress has the balls to do it themselves. So you're not looking, oh, there's Cameron Diaz. There's a blonde with her haircut funny. There's Cameron Diaz. Who is this person?
Yeah. It's exactly like the Spaceballs phenomenon, where you see the actors jump through an open door, and then they cut and they come back and so we've stopped you alive, and these are imposters, and it's all men dressed up.
You fools! You haven't caught Day. You've caught their stunt doubles.
Well, suffice it to say, there's lots of humor in the movie. It's less of a comedy than it is romance, but it's more an adventure flick than anything
There's comedy, action, and romance. It's all mixed in together.
Yeah, it's like Romancing the Stone.
Yeah.
It gives me the good vibes coming from Romancing the Stone, because of the actual chemistry that they have between the characters inside the movie. You have to go see it. If you haven't watched a good action movie recently, don't wait for this one to get out on DVD. If you like movies that are fast-paced, no lag time, no boring bits, no character development, because there's... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. They did develop the characters, but not in such a way that we'd be kind of threatened.
That's true.
Yeah, they kept it at a basic level. The action was done always with quick pace. The humor was put in the right places at the right time.
It was sufficiently morbid to please me.
Yes, morbid. Without being gruesome. There was no blood, guts, and gore. There is violence. There is bad language, especially if you know Spanish. I was quite surprised that they actually used some swear words.
Yeah, but when you're talking in Spanish, there's no subtitles and I don't understand it. He does.
Yeah, that's the one thing. If they don't use a lot of Spanish to the point that you can't follow it. They actually use it here and there, and even then, it's not to allude to any specific conversation. It's only to help develop the storyline. It was sufficient for both me and Mitch to actually say this. 2 thumbs up from me and from Mitch.
2 thumbs up and some twisted fingers up as well.
Yes.
Like pretzel fingers.
Anyways, folks, I hope that you enjoyed this and go see the movie.
Yeah, that makes two romance / action / comedy
killers
movies.
in this one.
Killers in this, and I had low expectation for killers, and they're both damn good.
Yep. So, folks, don't listen to critics. They're full of haggis. That said, have a nice one.
Yeah, you also gotta think that someone who's paid to make a living to watch every freaking movie that comes out every freaking week, at some point they're bound to get
jaded.
Yeah.
He's right, folks. Have a nice one.